pre-feasibility, we usually go for per kilometre length. How much do you think, like past projects, how much it has costed, and how much do you think it will cost us? We have taken things as for the cross-country road, it's about $15 million per kilometre. That's what we are forecasting at the moment. But once we get into the detailed design, we might find something that we might have to have, I think, 30 million per kilometre. And then we'll have to look at the economic feasibility. Is the benefit from 30 million kilometre? Is there any tangible benefit from spending 30 million kilometre or not? And those things will have to be balanced out before we proceed with the physical works. So 2 years of hard work in trying to get the concept right, getting the technical feasibility right, getting the economic internal return of how much we will get out of this thing, and what are the benefits. So we have to look at all those things before we go into the physical part of it. 2 years will be spent doing this thing, but it will, I believe, 2 years of good time will be spent to see if that road is going to be good for us. But from the outset, when we look at it, it is a very good project to take on, because you see at the moment we have in Suva corridor, and now we're expanding towards Navua. There's a lot of people living in this corridor and on the peninsula going up to Nosori. But if we open up a road going through just past Lami going up in there's a lot of space then open for people to have their houses in there. And that will open up pieces of land for housing. and people, you're living in Kasi, maybe you will be at work in 1 hour's time. You're living up in Navosa. You can travel to Suva in 1 hour. At the moment, if you travel from Suva to Kasi, it's about 3.5 hours. But after we do this road, it takes just an hour or less than an hour to be in Suva. So when we look at that prospect and the level of service in terms of hospitals or school, the communities that are living up in Navosa, they will have the same opportunity as what we're living in Suva, and also the guys on the outside. And there's huge potential for the tourism to shift up there for rain tree lodges, things like that. So there are a lot of potential that we can tap into once this thing, the road is built. And in terms of resilience too, at the moment we have basically a circuit around Viti Levu, right? So if one of our major bridges goes down, that means you will have to come around the other way. So at the moment there's nothing, no resilience and no redundancy that we can cut short about 200 km of it. So once we have these roads here, I believe once we have this in here, and maybe a few years after that, we'll be able to connect that road maybe right from the middle to Voli in Raki, that area. So it's basically a T will be there, and then you're able to access all these places. And then there's going to be resilience in our network. So if something happens on Queens Road, you can turn around, and the distance will be short. Because most of our cartage from Lautoka and from Suva is done through roads. So this will really help in terms of reducing the time you spend on road.